Hey everybody, it's me, Mystique Summers, live in action for you. Well, this video is about foundation. And a lot of people, well, if y'all follow me on Facebook yesterday with, Twinks and Kelly, there was this big old issue on foundation. Somebody asked this lady about what type of foundation she used. She's a YouTube guru. What type of foundation she used, and it was like this big old uproar. She was talking about if you're not loyal to her, she's not telling you, bull crap like that. I don't have time for that. So I'm going to tell you what foundations I use and how I apply it. I use a lot. Well, depending on the show that I'm doing. If it's just a normal like bar gig, I'll probably use the Iman foundation. This one is the cream into powder, or I will use Black Opal stick foundation or the Black Opal total coverage. If it's a gig where I'm like in front of thousands and thousands of people, then I'll probably go on something a little bit more heavier, just because of the lights and everything. But I'm going to show y'all how I do my foundation, because some people in my makeup group, Makeup Without Rules, was asking how I do it. So the method I love to do is I'm going to try with the stick foundation. See, yeah, I'm like, this is my home one. It's like gone. What I do is I'm going to make a line, and line. As you can see, you see the lines, right? Because I'm running out. Now, what I do is I get a dual fiber brush. This is just a cheapy generic dual fiber brush. It's just cheap. The one I use is from the one I normally use is from YSL. But with the dual fiber brush, I'll just go in and I'm just going to do circles. I'm just going to buff it in. This is all I do for my foundation routine. For drag shows, painting real girls, doing all that. I'll just buff it in. And the thing is, you just keep buffing. You saw just a little minimum foundation I used. You just keep buffing. Then whenever you're ready to move on, you just put a little bit more somewhere else and you just start buffing again. I can't use this and come here because I don't have enough product. I may have a little bit on the brush, but not a lot. But this is what I use for my foundation and my foundation routine. Because you don't need a lot of foundation. I know a lot of people think to be painted sickening and to be out there, be dramatic, you need all this heavy foundation, everything heavy. Foundation wise, you don't need to have super duper heavy foundation. All you need is a nice thick foundation. Not super well, let me rephrase that. You don't need to pile on the foundation. All you need is good thick foundation. Like this is, I'm about to put on the Beautiful Bronze. This is total coverage from Black Opal. This is their full coverage outside the stick formula. Like I'm just gonna have like an S or a 5 or whatever that shape look like. With the dual fiber brush, I can use just this much will cover all of this. Just because it's a thick formula, but it'll spread. It'll just spread like butter. So, with that, like I said, you don't need, you see, I didn't even use a lot. A lot of people think you need so much foundation to put on, and then you powder it down to make you look so wonderful, make you look airbrush and sickening and all that. You don't need that much foundation. Your contour powders, your blush powders, highlighting powders, and all that should be what you need a lot of just to look, bam out there, just to look good. And these are the colors I normally use when I'm in drag. Kind of, sort of. And my highlighting is the Heavenly Honey from Black Opal. And how I apply that is I'll dab it in. Sometimes I'll do this first or sometimes I'll do it last. I'll just dab it in to the shape I want. And now with my finger, I'm just going to dab. Just blend it with my finger. Now, once I have it how I want it, I'm going to go over it with the brush again. And I'm just going to buff on top of it too. Because I don't want the foundation, my highlight of the foundation, to be super bright right now, because that's what my highlighting powder is for. I just want it to have that nice color before I start building onto there. So with that, I'll just do it like this. You know, circles. You know, just keep doing circles. You just keep doing circles till you know you look at your face, you be like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. It's be like, oh, I'm done. I'm beat. I'm beat. And when did real women start speaking like that? Be like, oh, yes, bitch, you beat. Yes. Girl. Every time I watch the girl's YouTube video and they be like, ooh, bitch, I'm sickening. Yes. And why do I have to say yes like that? You be like, yes, yes, yes. But y'all drag out that, ooh, yes. I don't get it. It's hilarious, but I don't get it. So now, after you get done with all that, that was a little side note. After you get done with all that, you're just going to go in with your powder and your puff. The powder I'm going to set with is Cappuccino from Black Opal. And all you got to do, put some on your puff pad and just go over it. And you just puffing it all in. And yes, you're going over your the highlight area. Just so it can have a color to set, and then you just go over again with your highlighting powder. And other than that, boom, boom, bada boom. That is how I do my foundation. Everything I used was from Black Opal or Iman. For this look, it was Black Opal. You can't go wrong with Black Opal. It's in, you know, your local CVS, your local Walmart, Walgreens. Black Opal's everywhere. And right now CVS is having like some type of clearance sale. And certain CVS's has, you know, the Black Opal for like 50% off. Whenever the stick foundation gets us 50 or 75% off, that's when I rack up. I'm finally running low on stick foundation that I hit up last year. Because I'll hit them up. I'll hit them up. Like Blue Contrail, hit them up with style. That's what you gotta do. But yeah, this is me, Mystique Summers, aka Painted4FILTH. Any questions? Comment below. Remember, rate, comment, subscribe. Deuce, talk to you later. Bye.